Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be going through new makeup releases. I don't want to call this an anti-haul because I'm most definitely going to be talking about some products that I want, if not are purchasing. This is my second video I'm filming today and it is hot as boop. Okay, so just give me a minute. I may need to take some fan breaks to get some air, but also if you want a tutorial on this look, it should have been my last video. So I'm on Trend Moods page, of course, and the first thing I see is the Be Perfect Carnival 3 palette. I definitely would snatch this up. I was planning to buy it, but the brand actually reached out to me on Instagram and told me that they wanted to send it to me, so I was like, oh, of course. But yeah, I definitely would have purchased this just because I love colorful palettes. I probably have close to 50 and I still can't get enough. Love the colors in here. You kind of get a variety of everything from green to blue to orange to purple to lilac to pink. So many different colors in here, and of course I love the quality of the Be Perfect Carnival XL. So definitely, if this has the same formula, I will definitely, I keep saying definitely, I'm expecting to like this palette, so we'll see when it gets here. So Fenty are coming out with some new products. They have colored or tinted versions of their lip balm. I ran through that lip balm. I used it every single day. It felt so moisturizing, really nice on the lips. And yeah, I actually finished the tube up, so I would definitely purchase one of these colors, most likely the peachy type of one, not the pink and not the browns. Now the Fenty Beauty mini palettes, I do love the look of that neutral one with that purple, that dark eggplant purple in there. That looks beautiful. But I got one of these palettes and they're actually really small, and even though I do like small palettes, I don't like that small of a palette, if you know what I mean. The green one looks interesting, but the matte to shimmer ratio doesn't look that great. It looks like, from what I can see, you get 4 shimmers and 2 mattes, which is not ideal for me personally, so I'm not going to be purchasing that. But if it happens to show up at my door, I mean, I wouldn't complain. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much Fenty Beauty for sending over their new launches. So Pat McGrath is coming out with a new collection. It's actually available now. It's called the Gorgeous Rose Decadence Collection. So in my last anti-haul video, there was one Pat McGrath palette that I said I wasn't gonna grab, and I've never had so many comments telling me you need to try Pat McGrath, you need to try Pat McGrath. So many of you guys were like, no Tammy, you need to try Pat McGrath. So I was like, do you know what, if I can get my hands on it, I'll try and grab a palette. But what palette do you guys recommend? Like, which one do you think I should start with? I am more into neutral colors. I feel like when I was a straight colorful girl, it wasn't really my vibe. Pat McGrath wasn't my vibe, but now that I'm getting more into neutrals, I'm appreciating her color stories a little bit more. But you guys said the formula is like outstanding, so I'm trusting you. Let me know which palette you think I should start with. So she's coming out with this mini palette which has more pinky type of shades. This reminds me of that new Juvias Place palette that they're launching. I think it's called the Mauves. I'm sure we'll see it on the page further down, but Juvias Place came out with a 6-pan pinky palette that looks just like this. So Colourpop has a new collection. It's in collaboration with Candyland. I think that's what's that? I really don't know what that is, but yeah, they have a collection with Candyland. The palette is not my style. They're quite pastel, light, pale shades. I always feel like Colourpop palettes lack depth, if you know what I mean. They don't have really outer V darker colors or like transition colors suitable for darker skin tones. I've always been looking, apart from that collaboration palette with I Love Sai and the one with Shayla as well, Makeup Shayla. Those are the only palettes that I found have deep enough shades for me to work with and get a couple cute looks out of. But usually like normal standard Colourpop palettes, sometimes I get PR from them. I don't get everything, but sometimes I get PR, and I'll look at the palette and I'm just like, these are not my shades. Like, this is not gonna work for my skin tone. This palette is exactly the same. It doesn't have anything that's gonna flatter my skin tone, and it's all just kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say childish, but let's just say if this did end up coming to my house in PR, my daughter would be over the moon with this packaging. Do you know what I mean? And she's 8, so no offense if you do like this packaging. Of course you can like candy and cartoons at any age, but for me personally, I do like a little bit of style to my packaging. Do you know what I mean? So ABH came out with lip stains, and it's just not me. I really don't do lip stains. I do lip balm and I do lip gloss. I do lipstick, but I don't do lip stains. So usually when I use lip stains, I feel like they leave my lips dry. Like you always have to kind of top it with a lip balm anyway. It just kind of adds the color, but once the stain dries down, it leaves my lips kind of dry. So I don't really wear lip stains. I'd rather just go in with a tinted lip balm. That's more my style. Plus the shades are not really my thing. They're like cool toned pinky purples, and it's just like there's no nudes in this that would complement me and my skin tone. Here we go. So Juvias Place has 3 new 6-pan palettes: the sweet pinks, the taupes, and the mauves. So I think it's the mauve one that I think looks a little bit similar to the Pat McGrath. Obviously they're not dupes or anything because they've literally come out around the same time, but I feel like you could easily get a similar look to the Pat McGrath one if you don't have Pat McGrath money, honey. Juvias Place is $14 each. Yeah, I really like these. I do have the other 6-pan palettes. I think the chocolates, the nudes, and the, what was it called, the pinks, or was it the berries, something like that, and I really do enjoy those palettes. I don't feel like I need these ones because I have those ones. Like they kind of give me very similar vibes. I feel like these 3 palettes would be great for maybe lighter to medium skin tones, but if you're deeper, darker skin, I feel like the first section, the first 4 palettes that they released, or was it 3? The first set of palettes they released would be more dark skin friendly, especially the chocolates palette. That is a go-to everyday travel friendly palette. Love that. So Morphe have a new collection and it's called the Main Event Artistry palette. I believe it's in collaboration with Mitchell, which I love. I love his artistry. This palette doesn't scream Mitchell to me. I don't know what about it. He kind of does colorful, you know, his collaboration with Beauty Bay, that definitely screams Mitchell to me because it's like colorful, creative, but maybe because he's already done that, he didn't want to go down the same colorful route, so he's gone more, this seems more earthy toned, more cool toned. It's got silvers and taupes and greens, and if you know me, like silvers and taupes are really not my vibe, so this palette is not for me at all. So I personally won't be picking this up, but if you do like cool tone palettes, I mean, it does look like it has, I really like the olivey type of greens. That's what's calling me in about this palette, but everything else I'm not really vibing with, like the greys and the silvers and stuff. But I will give it to them. It is a very unique color story. It's not something that you've seen before, and it's not something that's overdone. So yeah, really nice. Oh, Ace Beauté has a new palette which I would be very interested in picking up, but I don't know what their shipping to the UK is like price wise, and I don't know where they're stocked in the UK. Everything Ace Beauté that I have I got from Yes Style. From the palettes that I've tried, I really do like Ace Beauté quality, so I would be interested in getting this palette, even though I probably have these shades. I mean, it's pink, purple, red, and yellow. Essentially, I do have these shades, but there's something about colorful. I just feel like I can never have enough. See, I've just checked their website, and it's actually, even though it's beautiful, it's $38.99, and then probably shipping on top of that, customs charges. It's gonna work out to be a very expensive palette, so I might as well. And these colors are most likely gonna be in the Carnival free palette because there's like purple, pink, orange, and yellow, like I said. Sorry, my camera just overheated. But yeah, the Be Perfect palette has way more colors than this, and it's cheaper. So yeah, I'll probably skip on this palette even though it is gorgeous. So Patrick Starr has a brand called One Size, and they've come out with this palette which is so it reminds me of the kind of Mario palette with KKW, maybe because it has that one pop of blue. But I feel like we went through this phase in the beauty community where it was like every single palette was a neutral palette with a pop of blue. Do you know what I mean? So to me, this palette, just looking at it, feels a bit dated. Like it feels a bit 2019. Maybe he did create it in 2019, that's why. But I don't know, I expected a little bit more from Patrick. Maybe if he just did a standard neutral palette, I would have liked it a bit more. But this neutral with a pop of blue in the corner, I'm just like, I can appreciate the colors, but the packaging is just, it looks a bit cheapy. I don't know, it looks a bit kind of like, you know, when people are in college and they're trying to get their graphic designer type of degree, or they're trying to pass media and they have to create this kind of, I don't know, it looks a bit amateurish. I don't know. Oh, this Huda Beauty highlighter I actually got in PR recently. It is a mammoth of a highlighter. It's like super big. Let me grab it. Yeah, this is how big the highlighter is, guys. You will never go through this ever in your life. It's massive. It's stunning, gorgeous. I mean, and because it's a body and a face, you can kind of just dust it on your body every day, but it is massive and it's gorgeous. I believe it's limited edition, so if you do want to grab it, be fast. So Plouise is coming out with a worldy palette, and the shades inside actually look really, really nice with the blues and the greens, and I feel like these shades will possibly be in the Be Perfect palette. At the end of the day, the Be Perfect palette has every shade under the sun. I do like the way these shades are arranged. There are a couple shades that I feel like could have been left out, like they look too similar to the one next to it, if you know what I mean. This one just, I probably won't purchase it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I can appreciate the beauty in the palette without buying it myself. Plus, I think it's like £40. I picked up some of her paints recently, which I really enjoy. They go on like a base and then they dry down matte, so really, really nice. And I spent a hell of a lot of money on them, so I'm just gonna skip this one for now. Let's go ahead and finish off with Fenty Skin, because I feel like that has taken over the internet the past few weeks or days. I can't remember how long it's been out, but as soon as it dropped, I feel like there was videos everywhere and reviews everywhere because people got like early access to try it and stuff. I don't have it, but then again, I have a crap ton of skincare to get through, so I don't feel like I'll be purchasing it. But if I was to grab anything, I do like the look of the Fat Water, I think it's called. It's like a toner serum hybrid. I really do like toners that have like a thickness to it, so that when you pat it into the skin, it just like soaks in and it's really hydrating. So those are the type of, you know, skincare products that I go for. But like I said, I just have way too much skincare to even think about purchasing Fenty Skin, especially because I have a skincare haul on the way because I have no self-control, you know. So yeah, that is it for this video. Let me just quickly say, those of you that bought that Becca virtual foundation, you got scammed, okay? You were sold a primer, you were sold dreams. But yeah, that is it from me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on all of the products that are coming out. Are you grabbing anything? Are you not? I know not everyone has money to spend on makeup right now, but if let's just pretend, you know, in our virtual world, if you did have all the money, what would you be interested in picking up? Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.